You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club. We'll go all night. I see you in the back. The mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. We're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Live your life within the moment, moment. And don't go wait until the morning, morning. You never know when it is over, over. All that I know is we'll get older, older. So let us dance this night away.
Hi everyone. Hi and welcome. Sorry, caught me a bit by surprise. We've got the garbage man going by out front. Hello and welcome to everybody. Today I was just getting my cameras all set back up again. As I decided to, we've had a bit of a big weekend here. Hopefully everything's working. Let's see who we have here in the comments before I jump in. We've got, oh, yes, and give us a like if you're, hold on, let me go close that door. Ooh. Right as I go live, the garbage truck goes past. That's always the way, right? Okay, let's see who we have in the chat. We have Sherry. Oops. Is that going to pop up? There we go. Sherry. We've got Diane. We've got Laurie, Michelle, Sharon, Denise, Melanie, Marisol, Sandra. Oh, I feel like I've missed some people. Mary, hold on. It definitely has, just scroll. There we go. Mary, Cindy. Ooh, there's so many people here. I'm trying to pop everybody up, but it's just not my day, it seems. There we go. Cindy, Katie, Dana, Sandra, Heather, Tracy, Shannon. Yes, you did get here just in time. Cindy, yes, and happy Mother's Day to all the mums yesterday and today. We had Mother's Day here yesterday. Daughter of Eve, good afternoon, just. Yep, Michael sending a big happy Mother's Day to everybody. Oh, just ordered my first. Hi, is it Mrs. Shoot? I am terrible with like pronouncing names, so I do apologize. Hey Nadilla, Marcy, yeah, happy Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day yesterday. I've got a few things at my desk that my kiddos got me. So Indy got me a really cute little plant thing. So we're going to grow some plant goodies. And I just realized, no, I'm on this camera, right? Yeah. Okay. I've got a webcam here. I feel like, I'm like, okay, this is where my head's at. Every time I look at it, I'm like, I'm looking away, but that's because anyway, some plant goodies, and Lockie got me a little wheel grow. I really like this. This is really cute. Oh, this way. No, this way. There we go. We all grow at different rates, which is absolutely so sweet. Oh, as well as he made me, they always do like craft time at school. So I love what he's, put together for me. A whole bunch of little bits and pieces. And then Indy's been leaving me cute little love notes. So it was super sweet this weekend. We've actually had, I always get nervous when I get gardening gifts. Mainly because I have a really brown thumb, because I either overlove my plants and kill them or underlove them and kill them. It always, because I there's like extra guilt that comes along with like accidentally killing off your children's plants that they bought for you to show you how much they love you. So it makes me really nervous. So yeah, it's Happy Mother's Day. So we had that. We also had a super big unexpected week here at PA. So we've been trying to cut Lockie's hair for about 2 years and just being really super sort of, haven't had a lot of success. And it's something that is very difficult for him, and he tries his hardest. And so we've been saying to him, because he really wants a fish tank, we're like, buddy, if you let us cut your hair, then, you know, we'll get a fish tank. And one of Michael's COVID purchases was a, what do you call them? Like a trimmer buzz cut thing during COVID, because all the hairdressers were shut. And so we've tried, and he's really wanting to do it because he wants this fish tank so bad, and he just really couldn't do it. And then the other night, I'm sitting in I call this my studio, which is right next door to like the kitchen and the lounge room and all that. And I hear, and I've got a video, but the sound is really quite soft. So let me play the video for you.
It's for haircut.
Ooh. Keep going. You got to do more. You got to do the rest of it, Lockie. Can we help?
It's for haircut.
Isn't he adorable? Like, oh, he's so good. He just decided to get the clippers, and he's going, H is for a haircut, and just decided to cut his hair. And he did such an amazing job. So then Michael and I, it took a good couple of hours for him to get through it, and Michael and I assisting, and then we've gone, now we need a fish tank. So at like 10:30 p.m. at night, yeah, he was doing it himself. And we were like, this is fantastic, because then it takes the pressure off us and he can control it and we can sort of guide him. And so he was like, fish tank. We're like, well, it's 10:30 at night and we have to sort of get it prepped. And so Michael just whipped into super dad mode and was, because we'd been sort of looking at places that have fish tanks on the off chance that this happened. And we were kind of hoping it would happen on a weekend and not like a school night. I think it happened Sunday night. And then, was it Sunday night? I can't quite remember. Maybe it was Monday night. Anyway, the next day we were frantic. So we called an electrician in because we didn't have a power plug in the right spot and we need to make it as safe as possible. And Michael's called up a really great fish aquarium shop here in Brisbane, and they absolutely understood the assignment. It was Monday night. There we go. They absolutely understood the assignment, and one of the ladies there was so super helpful and gave us, I think they call it media. I don't know. This is a whole new world I've been like thrown into, to put into our tank so we could get it ready really quickly. So by the time he came back from school on Tuesday, we had the fish tank and obviously no fish. The fish tank and the electrician was here, and that was really hard because drills and things like that. And it was all ready to go. And then every afternoon, he would come home from school and he's like, where's my fishy gone? Or where's my fishy at? And so that was, I've got a few, hold on, is it this one? There we go. So that was, I believe, Monday night. It really happened really quickly. And Lockie was really and both Indy and Lachlan, and I can only get so many photos up really quickly on this, but helped in putting the fish tank together and styling the fish tank, and really made it his own. Really made it their own. And then on the weekend, we got our fishies. And I have not been able to tear the kids away from this fish tank. They absolutely love it. And we've completely set it up. Let me show. I think I've got a photo of the setup. Yeah, this is the final setup, and Lockie got a little, he loves SpongeBob. So he's got his little SpongeBob bus in there. And Michael's created this really awesome sort of like seascape so that we don't have to maintain too much, hopefully, of it. Michael's gone, as I said, Michael went into super dad mode and learnt all about it. And they've actually got, I think, I didn't send the photo. I was hoping to share a photo. Maybe next week I'll share it. But we've got this really giant crash mat. I'll take a video this week. But they like to sit on the crash mat in front of the fish tank, which is right at our front door, and watch the fish for hours on end. And it's just... And I said to Lachlan, which one do you like better, the fish tank or the iPad? And he's like, fish tank. And I'm like, whoa, that is huge. So yeah, anyway, I know that's a little bit off topic, but I know a lot of people who are in here love hearing about our family. And to be honest, it was such a big activity for us as a family. We don't normally get to do this sort of thing where Lachlan is just so excited. So, it brought us a lot of joy. So the flip side of that is we didn't get a lot of work done this week because we were being a family and having these wonderful experiences. And I've got some amazing footage of us at the aquarium fish shop of Lockie, really telling us what he wanted and just being fantastic, and Indy getting super excited about the fish too. I see to have many tanks. I'm sorry, Laurie, my brain is running a million miles right now. But yeah, I used to have many tanks. Thank you for that, Laurie. I said to Michael, I can totally understand how people now have one tank and then they end up with like 50. Because seeing my kids work together on a goal, seeing Lachlan talk about his favorite, he loves the catfish, seeing about him talking about it and seeing them share that with Michael, and like that is just, this is what life's about, right? Let's just hope we don't have to get a new, and this is our worry. Like, are we going to have to get a new fish tank every time? Every time we want to cut his hair? I hope not, because we are going to very quickly run out of room. But yeah, we are so proud. That's so great. I bet that made him feel amazing. Not just getting this gift, but being involved too. And that's the thing, like, so Michael's been testing the water and showing Lachlan that, and we fed the fish yesterday, so Indy got to feed the fish, and I think Lockie also fed the fish at a different time. So, really getting them to understand, to nurture, and we're going to tie that into sort of self-care for both of them. Okay, well, we have to go and brush our teeth and then we can feed the fish and all that sort of thing too. The picture and writing is kind of blurry. Can somebody tell me if that's not just, it looks okay from my end here. And yeah, fish are beautiful and calming to watch. Absolutely. I did change around. I did some recabling over the weekend too. And so I'm hoping things are a little bit easier today. Oh, see, and this is why I share, right? At this point, you'll feel like our family. And, we've had a few business coaches recently, just throughout while we're going through this really hard stage in our business over the last year. And that's the one thing that we've said. We said that a lot of our customers, they're not just customers to us, they feel like extensions of our family, and we love sharing everything with them. So, and I feel like this live, even though it can be a lot for a lot of people, and I am working on a way to really easily create summaries, fingers crossed, because I have to sit there and listen to myself, and I hate listening to myself. But creating a summary so that more people can get the feedback from the lives. Yeah, so please add a new fish or a yeah, and this is what we're thinking, adding a new fish to the to every time we get a haircut. But I think the fish tank will fill up very quickly because we've got some guppies in there and we do have males and females. If it is blurry, is it just me? Is it me that's blurry, or is it the background? The background is meant to be slightly blurry. Just, yeah, let me know. And you can see all the junk that I didn't clean up before. Yeah, let me know if it's the background. Background is meant to be a little bit blurry. I'm not. Oh, Bianca, you're so sweet. I worry about you and pray for you just as much as I do for my blood family. Thank you. My kids would sit down and watch Dad's aquarium for hours. My daughter would get mad at the beaters fighting the others. Yeah. Beaters. Hold on. Got a candle going on in the background. I forgot to turn it off before the live. Don't overfeed them and get a few that look alike. Yes. Yeah, where everything is blurry, a low resolution. That should... No, I don't understand. That is new. Michael, could you let me know if you're also having issues? If it's a setting thing? I haven't changed that setting, so I don't know why that would be happening. Okay, a few people are saying that's fine. I do know on YouTube that there is a setting at the bottom on the little cog that you can click and show it in different resolutions. It might have defaulted down to a non-blurry end. Okay, so a lot of people are saying it's fine. Maybe click on the little cog. Okay, so that was our big thing for this week. So I'm not sure where Michael's at with customer service. He may be a little behind just because we've had to spend so much time setting this up. Thank you for letting me know, everybody, that we're all good. That's very good to hear. Okay, so next up, and I've just got a little summary over here of what I need to be talking about today, which Michael has helped out with. Oh, yes, so Plum Blossom. With the, there was a couple of pages in the stickers, so one in the sticker book, one in the sticker book, and one that was... No, there was two in the sticker book that had errors. That was my mistake. It has been fun in a year. And we're just waiting for a production slot, so that probably won't come with the next kit, but will possibly be with the one after. And so we're just waiting to hear back from our supplier with that. Extras. Oh, and the extras will be live on the site this week for sale. Any further detail on this week, Mr. Michael? That would be awesome to know. And an update on Pink Lemonade with a very few exceptions. So 4 kits. These should have all been shipped. That's fantastic news. So these should have all been shipped. There are a few more leftovers. There are a few leftovers of this kit, so they'll be made available for sale this week too. That is brilliant. That is fantastic. Great job on that, Michael. Michael has been working all that out. And on that note, also, I put through a bundle of printables on the website over the weekend. So happy Mother's Day for that. So I did a bunch for, I think, Plum Blossom, or the Plum Blossom ones might have already been there. I did Pretty Posy. Now I'm testing my memory. Pretty Posy, Pink Lemonade, that had a couple there already. I've added a few more. Coastal Escape, which was due. And I also did... I decided while I'm doing this, because it's easier to batch them and do a whole bunch all at once, so I also did the, the Sunflowers and Sunshine, which isn't actually due until next month as for the printables. So they are all on the website. If you are a subscriber or subscribe to those kits, you will get a discount on those, which makes them free. So that's included in your subscription. I did actually get my inserts stuff working again last night. So one of the things I did when I was working on the, I had to put this just out of reach. When I was putting together my Coastal Escape planner was I grabbed one of Bess's inserts, and now I had to change a whole bunch of settings so that I could print, because hers are done on letter paper and we don't use letter here in Australia. And I'm sure I did it wrong because I literally had to like print it so many times. I've got a lot of really nice coloring in paper now, but so many times. And I think I mentioned during our last live, if you are in America, or even not, just get Bess to print it. She's amazing at what she does, and she does it so well, because you don't want to, be stuck like me, just like having all these printed pages where you've just screwed up. But that then also screwed up my insert thing, so which I've now fixed. Anyway, so the good news is I'm going to do a batch of inserts through on the website as well. So they will be coming through. Oh, good, you're all helping Diane. Oh, I'm not sure on your phone. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Michael, I think Sunflowers and Sunshine was the last one that I updated. So I'm sure that Michael may be able to fix that up now. And so that way it will show up for subscribers. But yeah, that means we're all up to date until the next kit comes out. So it feels so good to be ahead on the digitals. Now, I just want to jump over into, whoops, oh no, I just want to jump over into Sunflowers and Sunshine, because I have updated the previews to share on this. Oh, Michael's finishing it now. There we go. Michael's fixing up the Sunflowers and Sunshine one. And yeah, I think I did add it after he went to sleep, because my brain turns on really late at night. I think my brain runs on American time. So let me run you through. These are all the updated previews. This is what's been sent through to our suppliers now. So yeah, let me run through all this. Some of this you would have seen last week. Some of it will be new. So we've got the box there, and as you can see, there's a few extra bits and pieces that were added for last time. And let me just say, I'm so glad that you're excited, Marisol, because I am super excited too. This is absolutely one of my favorite past kits, and there is so much in it that is absolutely just makes me so excited whenever I look at it, and it just makes me happy. Sunflowers make me happy. Okay, so we've got the box there, and that's got the additional sticker book and then the paper pack in there too. And then we jump over into the art card and the welcome card. Now, this wasn't finished last time. Our main girl's name is Meadow, so we have named her, and she's got Add a Little Sunshine to Your Day. And then I forgot to put the second version of that, which is, can Sam figure out the quote just by looking at that page, at that section? Probably not. That's a little bit much for me. But yeah, I love the girl in this kit too. I love her little drink bottle, and yeah, her wrap. Oh, I need one of those wraps, although they always fall out of my hair. And just her style, she's gorgeous. Yes, she is in the die cuts as well. So I hope you all love her, because she's fabulous. Okay, the next up is the stickers. The stickers have been updated. I actually think that these are a little bit closer. They might actually be a little bit smaller in the final version. I think I got a little bit too excited and threw in a little bit too much. So they will be shrunk just a touch. And you can see the folding planner in the background. So they're the standard kit stickers. The washi we showed last week, which is so pretty. And it's a slightly different version of so we've done the standard size washi previously, but this time we've got a little bit of extra foil. I don't think we had foil on the initial one. And we've also got some little butterfly overlays, some little moments in there too. The bottom one is like a edge washi with a yellow background. It's got the cute little doggos in there with the little butterflies on his nose. Isn't it so cute? Okay, Michael has fixed up the sunflower subscriber digitals, so make sure to grab those now. And yes, puppy. Okay, this is weird because we actually order the same sticker paper every single time. So there are always... So Heather has asked, is the sticker paper the same for Plum Blossom because the paper was so much better? We haven't actually requested a change. But there is, just within the manufacturing process, it all depends on what sticker paper they can get. And we found that here too. Yeah, sometimes it does slightly change. I don't know whether you felt it was thicker or whatnot, but yeah. Anyway, I'll have to check that out. The kit papers, so we've got that gorgeous sunflower one and on the yellow backing, and I'm going to flip through these really quickly because I did go through them last time. Then we've got this sort of watercolor wash, abstracty sort of sunflower, and the back color is like an orangey brown. And the last one is the sunflower scene and the green. It's interesting. So Heather, I've actually got some the blossom kit here, so I can do a quick spread with it. So I'll check that in a second. Okay, next up we have the vellum and the acetate, which is that the vellum is it's like semi-transparent of that scene, and then the acetate is a gold foiled sunflowers. The stamps I couldn't show. Oh, that didn't come out very well. The stamps I couldn't show last week. It was really zoomed in. But basically, we've made it so it's like a layered stamp. So you can really, you can either create like a mood board and just use the outlines, or you can, do an offset stamping with the solids and then the details, and then you've got the petals. There's also a little sign there. There's a couple of quotes, and we've got one of the characters in there too. We got one of the little puppies. Oh yay, the gold foil on the sunflowers is perfect. And the watercolor paper is beautiful. Yes, I really like that. Just getting back to, really a simple watercolor washes, right? It's very calming. And then we've got the pen, and I've gone for something more simple, which is like that sort of muted beige with a bit of yellow tint through it. And adding the gems, and I have asked for the majority of like the white clear gems in the top this time, and then with the yellow and gold sort of sprinkled through. So we'll see how that goes. The next up is the paper pack. So we have the sunflowers and the yellow, lots of yellow. And then we have the daisy chain and the green behind. Oh, loving this kit, yay! And then the third paper is a black and white with a really dark brown behind it. And then, of course, we have the a second copy of the vellum and the acetate. Now, let's jump onto the sticker book, because I haven't shown. Oh, that has to be my favorite pen. That's saying a lot. Thank you. I really love that pen too. The stamps the stamps look like lots of fun, pretty papers. Woohoo! Okay, so the sticker book. Let's jump through this sticker book because I haven't shown this before. Now, once again, as I said previously, sometimes the stickers I put the images a little bit too close. So during the process of proofing and manufacturing, sometimes they get split up, or not split up, but they get shrunk just a touch. When it comes to the boxes and the standard layouts, that doesn't happen, but sometimes it happens on the deco pages because I get the sizing just a little bit off. I do my best. But this is you're seeing now the early preview. Okay, so this is the first page. We've got the main girl character there, and I think last time I showed these, I showed the wrong main character. So this is the correct main character. We've got the doggo in there, some of the flowers, the truck, the boots, and yeah, there's a whole bunch in here. So hopefully this is close to how it can come out. I feel like I may have gotten my measurements wrong. The second page, we've got a whole bunch of deco as well. We've got one of the other characters from the kits, a really gorgeous sunflower wreath so that you can write in the middle, and some other flowers. The bug, I really loved Herbie bugs as a kid, and I actually got to share that with Indy this week. We watched Herbie Fully Loaded, so she quite liked that too. The next up we have the window, because I really love window scenes. I find that they work really well as well for like just like intro pages. We've got some of those butterflies which have been recolored for this kit, the sunflowers, the daisies, and a whole bunch to decorate with. Oh, I'm so excited that this is my first box. Yay! And then the next page we have is, of course, a whole bunch of the minis. And then we go on to our weekly views. So this view is, it says, be your gorgeous blooming self. That might be what's on the card, the art card. I can't quite remember. And then we've got the next 4 pages follow the same layout. So I'm just going through this for Mrs. Shoot, just so that you, if you haven't seen this before, and for anybody else who's new. So the next 4 pages are all the same format. The sidebar has actually little cuts in it. So if you use boxes that are standard width, 1.5 inch, and if you don't, then you can stack them all up together as if they, like how they are on this page. So this is our first view, and then the second weekly view is that gorgeous sort of offset paper. I remember creating that paper. Oh my gosh, it was so long ago. And then we've got this plain watercolor sort of wash, and this actually hasn't exported the foil, but this has the foil where this is missing. It's got the foil overlay over the top of the so the dates. I just realized I've pulled in the wrong version. And then the fourth page, which is that washy sunflower abstract abstract view of the sunflower in the field and everything like that. I have four spreads already planned in my head. I cannot wait to see them. And then next up we have the middle divider, a daisy chain divider, and you saw that right, it wasn't just me. And a whole bunch of the dots, the color-coded dots on the side, which if you're anything like me, these are really great for just, I know I've got a therapy session there, so I'm gonna use like yellow for my fortnightly. I know that not everybody uses that. Hold on. Bi-weekly? What do they say for every 2 weeks? Fortnightly appointment. So I'm going to use a yellow, so that way I don't need to write it out all the time. I can just color code. So there's 6 different color codes there. Some of them are very similar, and they are on this page is on clear. The next one is a bunch of washies, and then I always forget which way to point. This way, so like the dividers, so they are actually chopped in 2. So there's 4 dividers there, or not dividers, but like box tops and bottoms, and then another copy of the folding planner, and then we have a whole bunch of extra boxes. So if you're using like the weekly layout and you're using something that's not a B6, because our sticker books are B6 sized, but you're using a bigger planner and you want to really fill in the sidebar, then you can just jump down to like this page and add some in down the bottom, or you can use the trackers that are on this page and put them down the bottom, or the empty boxes and things like that. So there's a whole bunch of different ways that you can fill out that sidebar. If you don't want to use the sidebar, this is also great for adding in little just like highlighted spots within your planner, and those big long strips down the side are actually cut up into a whole bunch of smaller to-do sort of dots. So there's like a whole bunch of different ways to use them. So Bianca is saying bi-weekly. It bi-weekly in my head is twice a week. Oh, this is that whole, is it like UK English versus American English thing? And I know this because when I chat to my American friends, it's one of the things that we laugh about, the differences in, lost in translation. And then there's the last page. I haven't had the chance to update this yet, but it is on my radar to update this page to be a little bit more square, so that way I can hopefully fit a little bit more in and bring back the smaller Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday sort of ones that people were using in the sidebar. Denise, another Aussie. I agree. Bi-weekly is twice a week. So anyway, that is the sticker book. I hope you are all loving it. Yeah, so that is currently on our website. And yeah, that is the sunflower kit. Now, let me jump into, I have a whole bunch of people said that they really enjoyed, oh, hold on, let me just remove, how do I? Hold on. Wake up, Sammy. This one. A whole bunch of people. Oh, that's really bright. a whole bunch of people said that they really enjoyed sort of this layout, and it was really quick to make. So I'm going to grab my trolley. I'm going to grab my, why can I not remember the name? We were just talking about it. Plum Blossom Kit, which is good because I have the sticker book here and people were talking about the stickers. So let me just jump down to my other view. I'm going to take my watch off because it's going to annoy me. This one, and I'm just going to get rid of the, actually I'm going to jump over to this one. There we go. Let me just fix this up for a second. Okay, so I'm going to do this. This is from Lights Planner Action. So lightsplaneraction.co. And this, she's just made me like a sampler so that I can just flip to whatever page and do like really quick things like I'm about to do right now. This layout, I believe, is the CAD. And one of the reasons why I like this layout, so this is a B6 size, is because I sort of had this idea last time about using the washi as like a divider. So I'm going to start off by doing that in this as well, because I really like the way that that turned out. But this time I'm going to do what I forgot to last time. And I'm just going to put, I need to make it a bit longer. Maybe about that long. There we go. And I'm just going to stick that down. And I'm just going to crop that off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold that up and I'm just going to, hopefully you can see this. But I'm just going to fold that back in on itself. It's a little bit hard to do this when I'm also trying not to put like my head over the middle of the camera. It's a bit lumpy, but that's okay. So I'm just going to do that and then I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm just going to chop off the, actually that sat quite well. And I'm going to do the same on this end. Hold on. Sorry, you're just going to get the top of my head for a second. See how badly I need to get my hair done again. This is much easier to do when you're not on camera. My perfectionism is showing. Okay, there we go. So that then creates like two little bookmarks, which makes it like easy to flip over. And then at the end of the week, when that's not your current week, you can just either fold that over, which you probably, well, actually, no, you can't really fold it over because it's stuck to itself. But I can just trim that away. And then I don't have that bookmark. Or you can keep it there. Either or. Anyway, so that's a really easy, like cute, quick way to create a bookmark for your current week that you don't mind chopping up later. Now I'm going to do, because this is a daily planner, I said I was going to bring in some of these, right? Oh, they do feel a bit thinner. Okay, what are we going to do? We're going to this is one of the pages that is being replaced. So I'm not going to use that. I might use, oh, that one's really pretty. That one actually matches. So I'm going to say today is, I'm going to put that over the top of that. Today is Monday, and I'm just going to put it over the top of that. But then I'm going to use another sticker to cover up. And I just need like, oh, maybe that one or this one. There we go, look at that. I'm just going to use that to cover up the extra bit that I don't need there. Is that zoomed in enough for everybody? Should I zoom in a little bit more? Hopefully that's, oops, in enough. There we go. And then I'm going to, I usually like to put something down in the bottom side. So, by the way, everybody, thank you for asking the questions. Michael is jumping in on the in the comments and answering them for anybody who has got them. Otherwise, we also have our help page at plannersanon.com/help, which does have the latest updates and schedule for our kits and everything. Okay, so next up, I need something down here, and I sort of want to have something that faces that way. So I think I'm just going to use these books. That would look really pretty. Oh, look at that. That's nice. And then, I mean, who can say no to some butterflies? Let's add in some butterflies. And I did say about trying out some more of these stickers. So let's grab. They do feel, I mean, a little bit thinner, I guess, even than those. My supplier does keep telling me that they can't use too thin, because then otherwise the cuts go straight through the page. Pardon me. For socials, so always need to do some typing on the socials. So I'm going to bring that here. I might actually overlay it on the side. And it wouldn't be a spread of mine if I didn't put in, actually, I believe that these are 1.5. I think I worked that out last time. So let's grab one from here. I might, because we have our live today. Yep, that is one. So we're going to put that in like here. Oops. That was so not straight. They are thinner. I do actually like these a lot more. Hopefully they can keep these going. So that is really quite nice. I wonder if I can use like a tracker down the bottom, because I've got a few things that I need to get done desperately today. And I'm just going to try some like layering. Is that going to work? Well, then I've got the tomorrow thing, so maybe not there. Maybe I don't need that one. Maybe I save that for a different week. But I'm definitely going to take one of these and I'm going to put that over here, because, you know, I am so not awake at that time, so that does not compute for me. 5 a.m. Michael's awake at that time. And I do want to use this sticker. I always get nervous for tomorrow. I actually don't need the to-do list on the check off thing on the tomorrow, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And let's see, I need a mini. Somebody get me a mini. So I usually use, I'm looking for one in particular. Did I not? Oh no, there it is. So I also do a sheet called the Community Printable, which has a whole bunch of like PA live stickers on it. I'm finding this really difficult to get up. This is the problem with thin stickers that they tell me, is that they are hard to get to cut just through the sticker and not, there we go, got it, and not through the actual backing paper. There we go. We've got one mini there. And let me see. Should I put anything else on? So, oops, that didn't stick down. And then you need good tweezers. I need dexterity to like be able to use good tweezers. And then I'm just going to use one of, I think maybe one of these dividers. What am I going to do, people? What am I going to do? Yeah, let's use one of those dividers. They were pretty. I'm just going to pull that one up. And this is like dinner time, so I'm just going to put this in here, maybe. Maybe there. School pickup time. Is it just me who sort of should I send you some? Denise makes amazing tweezers if you're in Australia. Should I send you some? Hey, I'm not going to say no to that. Oh, sorry, I just brought that up. I think Michael's helping. I have some tweezers, but to be honest, I think they've lost they don't close as well as they should have. So maybe I just have a really dodgy pair. The other thing I'm wondering if I should show it now. Let me show this, so this is our folding sticker. just to show people how it all works and the easiest way to use it. So how I use this sticker is I grab this side. Now it's already got the folds in it. Okay, so that just naturally folds and you'll feel it pop again. And then, so as it's up, you want to then, it's already, so, okay, word Sami. So it's just folded on itself, which is great. And then you fold that one back like that. And then, I don't know where that hair came from. And then back like that. And it's all ready to go. And then you just peel it up and you find a place to stick it down. That's looking really crowded. This is when I need to start a second page. And I just put it like down here. We're starting a second layout. That's not the way it's meant to go, Sami. I was just looking for like a floral to throw behind it. That's why florals work, because they're just so easy to throw down underneath. Oops. There we go. And there you have like a really cool, just a little moment there where you can write in here. And especially if you're showing it on social media, I find a lot of people like these little ones because they can put something private in there that doesn't need to be shown. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah, Michael keeps saying to me, you need to keep showing that this sticker folds. So you actually get two of them. So this one here, which is in the standard kit, this one also folds. So I don't know, let me peel that up again. So as I peel it up, you watch it will just automatically have like it's got like a perforated fold cut sort of thing there. So you just peel it and then fold it back. And it folds back roughly. I mean, they do a really good job because that's a really hard sticker to sort of get right. But my suppliers generally, it generally works almost perfectly every time. Not guaranteed though. So there we go. So we have like a really quick spread that's done, a daily spread, and I still have like, to be honest, I put more on a daily than what I normally would, but there's still a heap of stickers still in there. We haven't even touched the die cuts. And we've used some of the washi, and yeah, so that's just a cute little quick spread. Oh, pardon me. Actually, before we jump into Q&A, I want to jump back to show and tell. Oh, Michael's answering some questions on the subscription. Sorry, I was just reading to try and catch up to make sure that I haven't missed anything. So I will do Q&A. So if there's anything that I have missed that's not like customer service and background and stuff like that, feel free to ask me once I get to the Q&A section, and I will definitely answer that. But let's, I've shown off me having a bit of a play. Now it's my turn to show off you having a bit of a play. And this is definitely one of my favorite sections, because I get inspired by what everybody else is creating. So let's jump straight in. So we have Candy, who has made a really cute weekly spread featuring Pretty Posy 2. And I'm going to zoom through these because Michael said that there's quite a few in today's again. Next up is Judy, who has done another Pretty Posy layout as well, with a really nice dashboard. That is one of my favorite quotes, Judy. It always seems impossible until it is done. That is actually upstairs in my bedroom, and I see it pretty much every day. It is my favorite quote. Next up, okay, Laurie. Can we, oops, hold on. Can we just talk about for a second how epic? I know I said I was going to zoom through these, but I saw this pop up and I was like, whoa, that is huge. That is all the pens. That is way more organized than even I am. Also, Michael has written me some notes, which I just remembered. May 20th is World Bee Day. Sounds like World Birthday. World Bee Day. So yeah, pull out your Pretty Posy and get those bees down. Yeah, that is the amazing collection of pens. So yeah, that is better than what I have done. So thank you so much for sharing. Next up, we've got a spread by Tamika, who has used the Plum Blossom kit, and that's a really beautiful spread. I love that too. And then we've got Katie, who has done a lovely layout using Shop to Drop. Wow. Sorry, I'm taking them all in. I really like the border of the what do you call them? They're like the it's not a fence, but the hedging. That's it. And then we have a weekly layout by Lisa. And I actually want to ask later what about the notes section, because I really like how Lisa's used that, and I want to see if people are loving that. Next up is, sorry, I'm just checking my notes, some Shannon. So Shannon has done some paper tears, and yeah, we absolutely love the paper tears here. I love that you've also, have you torn, is it the white section? That looks fantastic. And then we've got Shannon, who's gone under the sea with Mermaid Shores. And then Kelly has used our Serenity kit to make some journaling pages. And that journaling section, that's a great way. And I love the photo printer too. I've actually pulled mine out off to the side because I was hoping to do a memory keeper today. But I'll have to record that later. Oh, another one by Kelly. Oh, it's the front page. Oh, yay. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, I always love seeing how people have decorated this front page. That is beautiful. And then we've got, the intro pages of the Serenity Journal. That is so cool. Okay, I'm feeling very inspired. Leah has made, sorry, I'm just trying to read two different screens. Leah has made a gorgeous Plum Blossom kit, weekly spread, sorry, and it looks like maybe, is that a monthly spread? And then we've got a weekly spread by Sharon, and featuring Plum Blossom as well, a whole bunch of paper tears, and you can see we've got there's that folding planner there as well. And by Tanya, who's done another weekly spread with Plum Blossom. And you'll notice on the last two, like it's got these stacked sort of boxes. So don't ever feel restricted by boxes. You can put them anywhere. And you can also put them side on as well. Oh, this is clever. So Sylvie. So Sylvie, Michael's written me a note. Sylvie is a new customer. Great to see her first few spreads using By the River while she waits for Coastal Escape. So I really like how you've used almost every single part of By the River, because I think the top rip might be the top of the sticker page. It's been a while since I've looked at that, but yeah, really loving that. That's a great job, Sylvie. Tamika's got another spread in here for Plum Blossom, which is all that tea tasting paper. And we've got trackers with Plum Blossom as well by Tamika. And Sherelle has done a gorgeous journaling page using Rejuvenate. And it looks like it's all ready to go there to write in. And next up, this rain cup was one of my favorites to do. So I love that you've just got the drips everywhere and just the rain is just pouring out. I'm feeling a bit waterlogged over there, Sherelle. And then we've got Sammy Hughes, who's created a weekly layout. Has created a few stamp and tear cards. And she's written a comment, must be in the group, saying that she's learning and being inspired. I love that. And then, here's the stamp and tear cards. Oh, wow. They're amazing. And I love how using different colors for the kits really can give it a new life as well. Next up is by Bianca. Bianca's used Rejuvenate on her weekly layout. Be kind to your mind. I love that. And I love the girl dancing in the row of washi. On the Go Planner by Bianca, another Rejuvenate. And I love the sidebar. That sidebar works really well. It's like a week style planner. So I think that looks really great in that planner too. I am enough. Yeah, you are. Annual calendar by Mary. And Bianca said that the tulips were from her own kit. Mary's done a monthly calendar. Oh, and I like how you've used the cover from the sticker books to make like a booklet or a folder over. That's a really great way to use it. Is that a pocket? Or is that just like a hidden section? Because now I need to do that. Oh, okay. So I had a note on this. It says, OMG, check out Mary Brooklyn's monthly calendar using the PA tones. Just wow. And I know that you all love the PA tones. And this really is epic. Wow. That is very cool. Thank you so much for sharing. And then Tamika has used the Books and Botanicals kit to do a weekly layout. And Netta has used the All for Fall layout and the sidebar divider, which is actually in the middle. I do quite like that too. Absolutely wonderful and decorated around using the die cuts. Staged the image. And then we've got a journal page by Carly Ann, which we love. So went for a walk. Oh, good. I'm glad that you gave yourself a little reward for going for a walk. And I love the sort of like the watercolor splashes off to the side too. And around the what do I call it? Like the award. And then we've got one by Katie Baker, who has used the Fierce stamp set. The Fierce stamp set? The Fierce kit, I should say. I'm reading what Michael's written. Katie Baker has used the Fierce stamp set, some of her favorites. She'd love a Fierce digital kit. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Oh, I see. I love the coloring in of this too. And I love the artwork that like pairs really well with it. Because it's all about, using what you have from everybody and sort of pulling that all together to bring you a bit of joy, right? I'm sorry if you can hear the snoring. That's Elsa. Oh my gosh, she's so loud. And then we have a weekly spread by Jody, who has used Woodland Wonders. And, another Woodland Wonders. So by Tracy. Oh, look at all the animals in there. They're so cute. And I love the squirrel walking along in the sidebar. And then Nancy McKenzie has done a Forest Falls layout. Oh, are we heading into fall? I'm trying to think. I know we are here. We're in fall here, right? I mean, it doesn't really matter. You just use what sets your heart alight, right? I love that you've used the truck with the overgrown pumpkin because that was one of my favorites. Caroline has done a gorgeous crafty card. Be the cherry on top. Oh, and it's a pop-up card. And it's got the tears in there and some word video. Oh, that is epic. Absolutely gorgeous. And I think that is the last one. So if you want to be featured, head into our Facebook group or on Instagram, hashtag PA Show and Tell, because we look specifically for that hashtag, which basically says, yeah, you can use my stuff, or you can use this image or this. We haven't worked out how to use video yet, but one day we will. But yeah, thank you so much to everybody who has shared that. Hold on, Mary's got one. That's not a pocket, but I was thinking the same thing for the next one. Thank you for sharing the ideas, because I sit here and I go, oh my gosh, I would love to make that myself. And sometimes, especially from here, I get so exhausted just from creating the all the bits and pieces. Especially, I've just come out of a huge release. It's been a huge year already. Personally, I get exhausted when I have to sit down and create something. So I use your inspiration myself so that I can actually create. So thank you so much from a personal note. But also it does take a little bit of pressure off me, because I can say, here, look, this is what all the amazing community have made with our products, because there's no way I could think of all the amazing things that you all think of. So thank you so much for making my job just that little bit easier, and inspiring me. Okay, let's jump over to our Q&A. So feel free to ask me a question. Michael has been answering a whole bunch in the chat. Hopefully he has helped out. He did say just on the show and tell that there was so many more, because it's been a few weeks since we did it, that we couldn't fit in. So apologize if you were missed out. It's always great seeing the wonderful creations. And we are trying to work out a way to put them on like Instagram and all that as well. So we are trying to get our social media and emails a little bit more. It's so hard. There's always so much to do as a business owner, and we create content as well. So there's so much to do there. And one of the things I did see in the Facebook group, just so I'm jumping into my own show and tell here, was being notified of the of like what kit is currently up for subscription. So at the moment, it's whatever kit is on the website, that's what's currently up for subscription. We have been working with our new subscription app. Sorry, I feel like my light just slightly moved, and I'm a bit worried that I didn't tighten one of the notches and it's just going to whack me in there. That would be for some interesting lives, right? Where was I? Yeah, we have been chatting with the app developers. Now, keep in mind, we are really small business for them. So, and some of our stuff is very, very specific to our business. But we're like, people can't really see what's coming up or like what kit that they're subscribed to. Let's think of some out of the box ways that we can make this happen without making too much of a workload on us here, because there literally is just Michael and I producing everything. The artwork, the designs, the social media, the customer service, and then there's like, I feel like it's the boring back end. So it's like, doing taxes and reporting and all that stuff, which is essential to business, that happens. It's literally a 2-person crew here. So we do try and get around to all these things. It's literally, we're sitting there with a little fire extinguisher trying to do all the things that we need to do, when really we just need a huge fire truck. And I know that all the other business owners out there are feeling exactly the same. So yeah, there hasn't been any questions come through. I'm not sure if it's just not coming through to me, but that means that Michael has been doing an amazing job at answering everything, which is fantastic. And yeah, so Denise owns a small business as well and runs the Australian Planner Addicts Australia Facebook group with a few other people. And yeah, we can all understand it. And I think this is why I come to be your cheerleader. Thank you, Bianca. But Bianca, you need more sleep. Yeah, so yeah, I always say that, if you have a friend who's in small business, or you there's other small businesses out there that you love on, be kind, let them know what a great job that they're doing, because there is a lot. I kind of miss the days of, I don't miss the days of being in corporate, because I was not built for corporate, but I do miss the days of just clocking out on a weekend. Okay, on the shipping schedule page where you put the theme, can you add brackets for the month the theme is associated with, to help people know which? So this sort of changed recently, and I've sort of had a little bit of a hard, our kits have never really been, and it's not even since we changed how the sub months work, but it's like we haven't really associated our kits with a month for years, to the point where we took it off the website, and then people were like, oh, but I don't know which month this is associated with, because, and the logic behind that was, a lot of people thought, well, I can't use this kit, say for example, I can't use Plum Blossom because I'm not getting it in February, and it's the February kit. But anybody who knows of how our subscriptions work, there's nothing in here that says that it's for February. Does that make sense? Like, there's no headers in there that are just for February. And that's one of the reasons why we moved away from specifically having a kit for a specific month. We did extend our timelines out this year due to, and I'm sure I'm going to say this wrong, my head does not do time. Literally does not do time. This is why I have smart devices that do time for me. We extended it out so that, because what was happening was we were paying up front for the stock for the kit, and then people weren't ordering as much because of a whole bunch of reasons, and then we were becoming out of pocket. So now we now purchase with the subscription payment that comes through, which means that it's then not into manufacturing until after we get those numbers. So that's the change that happened. And yeah, we do need to write some stuff down. And I have asked Michael to write this because if it was written by me, it would be exceptionally confusing to read, as you can understand by me babbling on, trying to explain it. The people getting charged on the first of the month seem to get confused which theme they paid for. And I think that's because they're from prior to the change to how it's currently working. So we do have on the help page what that subscription section is for. So it does say, like, say for example, Plum Blossom, and I wish I could pull it up on my screen right now, but I need to get that sort of next time. But Plum Blossom, the subscriptions are open from the 25th of, and these are made up dates, the 25th of June to the 24th of July. I think it's like the 26th till the 25th. And that, I believe the first within that is for that month. Michael, please correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, that's sort of how that works. I'll ask Michael to write down some, just to confirm that on the website. So that it's, and to put it in the FAQ, because I know that if you type it in the little chat box, it comes up in the FAQ. The FAQ. So yeah, thanks for highlighting that, Tracy. We will put that on the website. And Bianca, I've moved away from specific monthly releases for the same reasons. Absolutely. And that's the glorious thing about our kits. Like, because being an Australian, we generally get, the majority of stuff is made for the northern hemisphere, not the southern, and that's because there's a way bigger market. And as a business owner, I completely understand why this is done. We do the same here, but I didn't want to limit people to go, oh, okay, well, the fall kit or the autumn kit can only be used in autumn in the northern hemisphere, if that makes sense. Like, I want to be able to use that for my autumn, so I can hoard that kit and then use it when it's time to use it here. Yep, Michael's gotten the message. He's going to write something out that's much more eloquent than I am right now. So yeah, that was something that as a planner person, crafting person myself, that I always struggle with. So I'm like, when we have our kits, we are not going to put anything really dated on it. And yeah, everything is out of whack for most subs for us Aussies. Absolutely. And that's no different with us. And I have copped a bit of flack about that over the years. But I mean, nobody can please everybody. And I think not having dated stuff is great, because then if you're going on a trip to the States, you can use that. If you're going on a trip to Japan, you can use the cherry blossom one. It doesn't matter what month it's in. You can use all the pieces that you want. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Thank you for that question. That's a really big question. But we will put some proper stuff up on the website. Now, if you are watching this, and I should have said this earlier, please give us a like, a thumbs up, subscribe. If you're watching this after, and you've skipped all my babble, that's awesome, because I babble a lot, and I do know. Please leave us a comment. Let us know if you've enjoyed what you've enjoyed about these lives. There was actually one other thing I wanted to bring up. Oh, I have been really wanting to see how, and I really like the fact that this was in a couple of the show and tells this week, how you use this. I want to see how you use that and if you like it. Okay. Thanks for the thumbs up. I can see them coming up as people do them. Yeah, just think about the cover month for a magazine. You buy a June issue in April. Yeah, and that's the thing that we wanted to get away from that confusion. Question, digital kits. Oh, hello. I know I really cactused that. Oh, let me explain cactus. It's an Australian slang apparently for like mucking something up. It's got to do with I looked it up the other day, the cactus infestation that happened in Australia in like this, is it 1700, 1800? Oh no, anyway.
The side quests in your mind are constantly fascinating. The reason I came down was there was an important note that I dropped in the comments that you missed, but that's okay, because there were lots of comments.
Sorry.
It was about the discount codes. So when we switched our discounting module...
Would you like to take the mic?
No, I'm not taking the mic. I
Okay.
can talk to it from here.
Okay.
I'm sure people can
Yes.
hear me.
It looks like it's going through.
So the discounting module that we installed when we changed everything over to the new website was not was having some problems giving people discounts and having them active and be able to be applied to their subscriptions. I have changed that over the weekend and think I fixed it.
Ooh,
so
good job.
people should now be able to redeem a discount and then apply that to their next subscription order.
Because we know that a lot of people have been asking about that.
I've been fixing them, and sometimes I've been fixing them without letting you know. I've just assumed that because you've redeemed it on like the 28th or 29th, that you wanted it for a subscription. So I've gone in and proactively changed a bunch of those. Some people have asked and I've changed them, and I have missed some as well. But I've been trying to manage it as best I can without having to impact anyone negatively, which is good. But they now should be able to, when you create a new discount code, you should be able to apply that to either a subscription order or an ad hoc order. It should all be one and the same.
Sweet. Awesome.
I hope. If I have messed it up, then I've probably messed up more than that. But that's okay. We can fix it, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we're learning here. Like, we're not website developers, but we're learning. We're not, we take on many hats, and we always make it right.
I interrupted you. You were answering Bianca's question about digital kits.
Yeah, I'll get back to that because somebody just commented on what I was talking about just before that, before I get on to digital kits. I love that they aren't dated /month labeled because I haven't been in a planning mood, so I am hoarding the kits and just art journaling with them instead. Exactly. And that's the thing, like, my kits aren't just for planning. Yeah, there are some specific planning elements in there. Pardon me. Oh my gosh. But you can craft with them. You can do journaling and memory keeping, and there's so many different ways to use the kits. So I'm glad that doesn't. The last thing I want to do is sort of stifle creativity. And I guess this is onto how we change the ordering of the kits, but because Sandra has said you also don't overstock doing this way, so it means that you have to make sure you subscribe if you want the kit. Absolutely. And look, to be honest, we always order a little bit extra just in case of if something happened with the website and haven't gotten the right amount, or if some get lost in transit, which has happened a very long time ago, but and we haven't had it happen since. But, we always have some customer service ones in case things are shipped wrong and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, the problem was we were buying way too many, getting stuck with the stock and, then going, but the good thing is if people find out about us, there's kits already that are on our webpage that you can purchase straight away and they will ship straight away. So while you're waiting for your first kit, jump on, buy from our back catalogue, and you can get crafting straight away, or crafting, planning, creating, whatever straight away. Now, back to digital kits. So, digital kits. I have 11, I think, kits waiting to be finalised and to go up on Etsy. I just have to have the time to do them. So my first priority is doing the subscription kit, and then that will be that I will start drip feeding those through on the Etsy site. So I think there's 11. There's a lot. Because I have to triple check them, and yeah, that takes a fair while to do, and then export everything and make sure it's all good and ready to go, and all the links and all that sort of stuff. So there are a whole bunch on the way. They will be over on our Etsy site, and we will do an announcement once that all comes out. But yeah, the digitals that I did the other day are the subscriber digitals. Non-subscribers can purchase them as well, but for subscribers, they are available. 11, my bank account just fainted. I like that. Question, what happened to the merch site where we could buy the clothes? Yeah, we had to close that because we didn't have the time to dedicate to it, and we were only getting, I think, a small amount of orders through, and it was costing a chunk to sort of keep that going. And because we wanted to put, and like thinking of it now with how hard like this year has been, if we had to manage that on top, it was hard enough to keep my head above water as it is. if I also had to be designing for that, I just would have fallen apart. So the World Works in Mysterious, I was devastated when we had to close that. Notable merch, I was devastated. But that's not to say that in the future we won't do similar. We do have a Redbubble site at the moment, which I should put up on the thing, but because nobody can... for some reason, when people write it in the comments, it doesn't come through because YouTube automatically blocks it. But we do have a Redbubble site, and that's not to say that something else won't happen in the future if we get back up to a really good space where we have a bit more time. We've been trying to put our mental health here first, or at least closer to first, and just recover from the last few years, because it has been a doozy. And it's very easy to overload when I have a million different ideas on different things that I want to do. For example, like the clothing and the merch and stuff like that. So I hope that yeah, thank you for your message. So, so sorry. I understand though. Yeah, that's not to say that it won't come back in some way, shape or form. As I said, there is the Redbubble shop. But that's not to say that something won't happen on our website, but we need to make sure with all the website changes that we've put through properly first, that things like Michael, that he was working on the weekend, that's working first, that we work on things like communication to customers on what sub box they're getting, that's all taking priority. So it's priorities first and then we go. Spreading ourselves thin never works well for all the projects. Is Purple crying? Yeah, it's... I mean, you all see such a small fraction of the stuff that I actually want to do. Michael has had to hold me back a lot of the times because I would not get it all done. I would just never sleep. I barely sleep as it is. But yeah, once I get things sort of down into a process and updated, and there's a lot of stuff coming out now, which is going to make things a lot easier for that. And yeah, I think we all can relate. I mean, everybody's in the same boat. I feel it's not just us. It's not just business owners. It's everybody is in their jobs. Like, it feels like everybody's very keen to put the last few years behind them and get back to a new normal and load on the work. And I kind of hope that we don't forget the lessons from the past few years of having to take time out. I am beyond drowning in projects and I'm having to make some hard decisions this week. Oh, Denise, that sucks. I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. That is just not cool, dude. Sammy, this is me to a T. This is me to a T. Sammy, I'm so busy. I need a break. Also, Sammy, oh, I want to do this new thing. Let's dive in head first. It's so true. Oh, but that's why we all love you. Yeah. I hear Sammy loud and clear, Michael. Yeah, it's true. It's very hard because a part of it is because I want to make it for me. I want to make it for Indy. I want to make it for our family. And then I have to remember that I'm one person and I'm not the several. I have one body. I always like to say it's like inside out inside my head, where there's like a control panel of like 30 people, but they only control one body and one body can only do so much. Feels. Okay, speaking of, this body is telling me that it's hungry, so I'm going to have to call it. And thank you all so much for joining me today. Thanks for getting a little bit crafty, a little bit plannery with me today with my, my spread. Yeah, I hope you all, these lives are my time out every week just for me. Oh, yay. It's great to have everybody to chat to. I know I chat too long, but I'm here to chat, and I just like being able to catch up with everybody in our community. And I know, well, not everybody, but I love being able to catch up with everyone. Yeah, that's it. Take care of yourselves. Give you a hug to your loved ones, and I will see you on here next week. And yeah, I'll chat to you all then. Take care. And see you later. Bye-bye. I always forget where the end thing is. Here it is. Bye.